My brother poisoned our grandfather so he could inherit everything, and even took me to court over it. But when the judge opened the letter our grandfather had left behind, my brother started screaming and attacked me right there in the courtroom. The gavel hit the bench just as my brother's lawyer stood up. "Your Honor, we're ready to proceed. Courtroom 4B, wood paneling dark with age, fluorescent lights humming overhead, smell of old paper and furniture polish. The kind of room where families destroy each other legally." My brother Derek sat at the plaintiff's table, pressed gray suit, blue tie, hair perfectly styled, confident smile, like he'd already won, like this was a formality. His lawyer next to him, Richard Castellano, expensive three-piece suit, leather briefcase, gold watch, the kind that charges $500 an hour just to read an email. I sat alone at the defendant's table, no lawyer, couldn't afford one. Everything I had was tied up in Grandpa's estate, the estate Derek was trying to take, the estate Derek thought he deserved. The judge looked tired. Judge Martinez, late 50s, gray hair pulled back in a bun, reading glasses perched on her nose, stack of files in front of her. She'd been doing this for 30 years, seen every kind of family ugliness, every kind of betrayal. This was just another Thursday for her. "Mr. Derek Harrison is contesting the will of Robert Harrison, deceased," she said, reading from her notes. "Claims his younger brother manipulated their grandfather during his final days to change the will in his favor. Is that correct?" "Yes, Your Honor," Castellano said, standing. He straightened his tie, cleared his throat. "The evidence is clear and compelling. My client's grandfather died suddenly on March 15th of this year. Within 48 hours, a new will mysteriously appeared, dated March 10th, 5 days before death, leaving everything. The house valued at $800,000, the savings accounts, the investment portfolio totaling approximately $1.2 million is entirely to the defendant, his younger grandson James." He paused for effect. The previous will, dated 2019 and properly executed, split everything equally between both grandsons, 50-50, fair, reasonable, what any loving grandfather would do. The judge looked at me. "Mr. James Harrison, you're representing yourself." "Yes, Your Honor." "Do you have a response to these allegations?" "I didn't change anything," I said quietly. "Grandpa made his own choices, his own decisions. Nobody forced him." "Convenient," Derek muttered, just loud enough for everyone to hear. Castellano continued, "Your Honor, the defendant had access, unlimited access. He moved into the grandfather's house 6 months before the death, had daily contact, had influence, had motive, significant financial motive. The grandfather was 83 years old, in declining health, recently widowed, and extremely vulnerable to manipulation by someone he trusted." "Grandpa wasn't dying," I said. "He was fine, sharp, healthy, active." The judge raised her eyebrows. "But he did die." "Yes, but not slowly, not from decline. He died fast, too fast." "Explain." "1 week he was gardening, working in his rose bushes, complaining about the weather, telling me about the tomatoes he wanted to plant. The next week he was dead. Heart failure, they said." Derek shifted in his seat, just slightly, a tiny movement, but I saw it. Castellano spoke quickly. "The medical examiner ruled it natural causes, Your Honor, heart failure due to age and pre-existing conditions. Mr. Harrison was 83 years old. He had a documented history of high blood pressure, high cholesterol. He was overweight. This is not unusual. Elderly people die. That's not suspicious." "Did anyone request a full toxicology screen?" I asked. Silence fell over the courtroom. The judge looked at Castellano. "Well, was there toxicology?" "No, Your Honor. The family accepted the medical examiner's initial ruling. The cause of death was apparent and clear. There was no indication of foul play, no reason to conduct additional expensive testing." "The family," I said. "Derek accepted it. Derek arranged everything, the funeral, the cremation. Derek wanted it over fast, very fast. Grandpa died on March 15th. He was cremated by March 18th, 3 days. Derek's face went red. That's not true. That's a complete distortion. You're insane. You're making things up because you know you manipulated him." "Did I?" I asked quietly. "Yes. Grandpa died of old age, of natural causes. You're grasping at straws because you know this will contest is going to expose you for the manipulator you are." I didn't respond, just sat there, calm, hands folded on the table in front of me. Let him talk. Let him feel confident. The judge sighed, looked at her watch. Additional evidence, Mr. Castellano? He pulled out a thick folder, documents, printed emails, highlighted sections. Your Honor, this documentation shows a clear and disturbing pattern of isolation. The defendant moved into the grandfather's house in September of last year. Starting immediately after that, other family members were discouraged from visiting. Phone calls went unreturned. Invitations were declined. My client attempted to visit his grandfather multiple times, documented here, and was repeatedly turned away. The grandfather became increasingly isolated from his family, with only the defendant having regular, unfettered access. I moved in because Grandpa asked me to, I said. He called me in August, said he was lonely. After Grandma died, he didn't want to be alone in that big house, all those memories, all that silence. He invited me, begged me actually. I helped with groceries, with bills, with yard work. I kept him company. We watched baseball together, played cards. I read to him. Inconveniently cut off everyone else, Castellano said. Derek visited twice that year, Christmas and Easter. That's it. 2 times, 20 minutes each time. Brought his wife Miranda and their kids. Left when the kids got bored. Grandpa timed it. He wrote it down every time someone visited. He kept a calendar, a detailed calendar. Derek's jaw clenched. His hands gripped the armrests of his chair. I have that calendar, I continued. December 25th, Derek, Miranda, Kyle, Emma arrived. 4:15 Nachmittags, left. 4:33 Nachmittags, 18 minutes. Easter Sunday, April 9th, Derek, Miranda, arrived 2:10 de l'après-midi, left 2:33 de l'après-midi, 23 minutes. Left before dessert. Grandpa had made his famous apple pie. Derek said they had to get home. That's irrelevant, Castellano said. The frequency of visits has no bearing on. It's not irrelevant, the judge interrupted. It speaks to the nature of the relationship between the plaintiff and the deceased. It speaks to who actually cared for him in his final months. Continue, Mr. Harrison. Derek was staring at me now, his confidence cracking, anger showing through, fear underneath that. The judge shuffled papers. Anything else? Any additional evidence from either party? I reached into my jacket, slowly pulled out an envelope. Small, yellow, old. The paper slightly yellowed at the edges, sealed with tape, brown packing tape. Grandpa's handwriting on the front in blue pen. To be opened by a judge if Derek contests my will. Derek went pale, actually pale, color draining from his face. Castellano hadn't seen this. I'd kept it back, hidden, waiting for exactly this moment. He stood immediately. Objection, Your Honor. This wasn't submitted in discovery. This is highly irregular. We had no notice of this evidence. It's evidence, the judge said firmly. She held out her hand. Approach the bench, Mr. Harrison. I stood, my legs steady, my hands calm, my heart rate normal, walked to the bench, each step deliberate, measured, handed the envelope to Judge Martinez. The courtroom went completely silent. You could hear everything, the ventilation system humming, someone's phone vibrating in their pocket, a pen clicking nervously, someone breathing too loud. The judge opened the envelope carefully, broke the tape seal, pulled out a single piece of paper, lined paper, yellow, torn from a legal pad, handwritten in Grandpa's shaky script, the handwriting of an old man, careful, deliberate. She read it, her expression changed, eyebrows rising, eyes widening, lips pressing together, hard, cold. She read it again, more slowly this time, taking in every word. Then she looked up at Derek, her eyes hard. Mr. Derek Harrison, she said, her voice different now, harder, colder. Stand up. Derek stood slowly, confused. His lawyer whispered something urgent in his ear. Derek ignored him, couldn't take his eyes off the judge. Did you give your grandfather digitalis? The room erupted, whispers, gasps. Someone in the back row said, "Oh my God." Derek's lawyer shot to his feet. Your Honor, I object strenuously to this line of questioning. This is completely outside the scope. Sit down, Mr. Castellano, the judge said. Did you, Mr. Harrison? Derek's face drained of all remaining color. What? No, I don't even know what that is. I've never heard of it. It's a heart medication, the judge said, derived from the foxglove plant, Digitalis purpurea. In small, controlled doses, it regulates heartbeat, treats arrhythmia and congestive heart failure. In large doses, it causes heart failure, fatal heart failure. It mimics a natural heart attack almost perfectly, very hard to detect without specific testing that most medical examiners don't routinely perform. She held up the letter. Let everyone see it. Your grandfather wrote this letter 3 weeks before his death. March 22nd. It's notarized, witnessed by 2 people. He says you'd been bringing him special tea every Sunday for 3 months, starting in December. Says it was loose leaf tea. Said you told him it was expensive, imported, a Christmas gift. He says he started feeling sick after drinking it. Nausea, dizziness, irregular heartbeat, fatigue. Derek was shaking now. That's not, this is fabricated. He says he mentioned his symptoms to his doctor during a routine checkup in early March. The doctor, Dr. Philip Chen, ran comprehensive blood work, found elevated levels of digitalis in his system, dangerous levels. Your grandfather never took digitalis, wasn't prescribed it, had no heart conditions that would require it, had no reason to have it in his blood. The judge's voice got harder, colder, more deliberate. He writes that he confronted you on March 8, showed you the lab results, asked you directly if you'd put something in his tea. You denied it, said the doctor made a mistake, said the lab probably mixed up his samples with someone else's, said he probably got it from some herbal supplement he forgot he was taking. But he didn't take supplements, never had, you know that. She paused. Let the silence build, let the weight of the words sink in. He decided to stop drinking your tea immediately, started feeling better within days. His energy returned, the nausea stopped, the dizziness went away, his heartbeat regulated. Another pause. Then he called his lawyer on March 9th, Harold Rosenberg. Made an appointment for the next day, March 10th. Made a new will. Left everything to his younger grandson, James, the one who took care of him, the one who didn't try to kill him. He wrote this letter the same day and had it notarized. He writes, and I quote, "If Derek is reading this, it's because I'm dead and he's trying to steal from his brother. Don't let him. He tried to murder me. He poisoned me slowly for months. He'll try to manipulate the court. He'll lie. He'll play the victim. He's a liar, always has been since he was a child. James is a good boy. He takes care of me. He never asked for anything. Give him everything. Make Derek get nothing. He deserves nothing." The courtroom was completely silent. Nobody moved. Nobody breathed. Derek's lawyer was frantically whispering, papers shuffling. Derek wasn't listening, just staring at the judge, mouth hanging open. "He's lying," Derek suddenly shouted, his voice cracking. "That letter's fake. He forged it. James forged it." "It's notarized," the judge said calmly. "Dated March 22nd. Signed by your grandfather, Robert Harrison. Witnessed and signed by Dr. Philip Chen and attorney Harold Rosenberg. Both men are officers of the court. Both men confirm they witnessed your grandfather write and sign this letter. Both men are prepared to testify under oath. I want it tested. I want handwriting analysis. We will test it," the judge said. "But I'm also ordering exhumation and full forensic examination. Your grandfather was cremated, but his ashes haven't been scattered yet, correct?" Yes. They're in an urn at my mother's house. We can still run tests, full toxicology panel, check for digitalis, check for other substances, get a complete picture. Derek went silent, completely still, face white as paper, eyes wide with terror. "If what this letter says is true, Mr. Harrison, you attempted to murder your grandfather for his inheritance. That's attempted murder, a felony. When he died 3 weeks later, even if ruled natural causes, it becomes felony murder under the law. You created the conditions that led to his death. You weakened his heart. You made him vulnerable. When that heart finally gave out, you were responsible." She picked up her phone. "Bailiff, contact the district attorney's office immediately. Get homicide detectives here now." Derek started backing up, away from his table, away from his lawyer. No, this is insane. This is completely insane. He set me up. James set me up. This is a setup. Sit down, Mr. Harrison. He's the car criminal. He stole everything. He manipulated Grandpa. He isolated him. He forged that letter. Sit down now. Derek looked at me then, really looked at me for the first time since the hearing started. Saw my face, calm, steady, waiting, patient. Saw the truth written there. He understood. Grandpa had known the whole time, had tested his blood, had documented everything, had confronted Derek, had watched him lie to his face, had made a plan, and I'd known too. Grandpa had told me everything, shown me the lab results. We'd gone to the lawyer together, filed the new will together, written the letter together, documented everything, set the trap together. All we had to do was wait. Wait for Derek to take the bait, to contest the will, to walk into court confident and stupid and greedy. Derek's face twisted, all the masks falling away, rage replacing fear, replacing confidence. "You bastard," he hissed. "You fucking bastard. You planned this, you and that old man." Then he lunged, jumped over his table, papers flying everywhere, chair clattering backward, crossed the aisle in 3 long steps, hands reaching for my throat, fingers curled into claws. I didn't move, didn't flinch, didn't even blink, just sat there. The bailiff tackled him halfway. A big man, ex-military, slammed Derek to the floor between our tables. Derek's head hit the carpet hard. His lawyer jumped back, stumbling over his briefcase. Derek was screaming, voice raw, broken. "I'll kill you. I'll kill you like I killed him, like I killed that old bastard. He deserved it. He was going to give you everything anyway." The courtroom froze. Everyone heard it. The stenographer's fingers stopped moving. The clerk's mouth dropped open. The judge stood up. The spectators in the back gasped. Derek had just confessed on the record in open court. The judge's voice cut through the chaos. "Did you just confess to murder?" Derek realized what he'd said. His face crumbled, all the rage draining out like water, replaced by pure terror. "No, I didn't mean I was angry. I didn't mean it literally. I was speaking metaphorically." "Get him out of here," the judge said. "Take him into custody immediately. Read him his rights. Get him out of my courtroom right now." 2 more bailiffs appeared from the side door. They hauled Derek up, hands under his arms, handcuffed him, wrists behind his back, metal clicking. He wasn't fighting anymore, just crying, shaking, his expensive suit wrinkled and twisted. "It wasn't my fault," he sobbed. "He was going to leave everything to James anyway. I just wanted what was fair, what I deserved. I'm the oldest. I should have gotten more." They dragged him toward the door. He was still talking, still crying, still making excuses, still explaining, still justifying. The doors closed behind him with a heavy thud. The courtroom stayed silent for a long moment. The judge sat back down, took off her glasses, rubbed her eyes, put them back on, looked at me. "You knew," she said. Not a question, a statement. "I suspected. Why didn't you go to the police immediately?" Indu says, "Why didn't you report this?" No proof, just an old man's suspicion and 1 blood test. His doctor confirmed the digitalis, but Derek had already stopped bringing the tea. Grandpa started feeling better immediately. The levels in his blood dropped over the next 2 weeks. By the time he died 3 weeks later from actual heart failure, there probably wasn't enough digitalis left in his system to prove anything definitively. The medical examiner ruled natural causes. Nobody looked deeper. Nobody had any reason to. The judge stared at me. "So you waited. You and your grandfather planned this." Grandpa said Derek would contest the will. Said Derek couldn't help himself. Said greed would bring him right back. Said he'd walk right into it if we gave him the chance and the bait. He wrote that letter as an insurance, as proof, as justice. Told me to keep it sealed, to only present it in court in front of a judge when Derek felt safe and confident and stupid. "You used my courtroom as bait." "Yes, Your Honor, I'm sorry for that, but it was the only way." She almost smiled. Almost. Just the tiniest movement at the corner of her mouth. "The will contest is denied. The estate remains yours in its entirety. All of it. You're free to go, Mr. Harrison." I stood up, grabbed my jacket from the back of the chair, folded it over my arm. Derek's lawyer was still sitting at his table, stunned, staring at nothing. His expensive briefcase open, papers scattered, his $500 an hour brain trying to process what just happened.